Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I'm going to be showing you how to take a AC control panel out of a 2016 Camaro SS. These things are extremely hard to take out, especially since all of this has to be taken off. I have a 2016 myself. This car has actually been wrecked. My butte is right there. But I wanted to learn how to take these control panels out myself, and I was going through Google trying to figure it out so I didn't break anything and could not find a video. So today that's what I'm going to be showing you. So first step you're going to do is the screen itself has to be taken out, which is fairly easy. So the big piece of trim that goes across here has to come off first, which most of it just pops off. There is a leather looking panel right in this area here that has to come off first, and there is bolts that go here, here, there, and some right here that have to come off in order for that panel to come off. So this screen actually kind of just swivels up inside here. This little cover right here actually comes off. Let's see if I can get it off. I had it off earlier. I'm gonna set you guys down for a minute. Okay, it kind of just pries right up. There's no screws or nothing attached to it. So to get this screen off, all there is a 7mm right there and a 7mm right there, and that's it. And then you just pull the bottom out ever so slightly and then pull down. Well, not pull down, but just it'll fall right down. And then there's your screen. So your screen's done. And be very, very gentle with the big piece here. I'll show it to you guys. This is the piece I'm talking about. And this is the leather looking piece right here that pops right off, and there's bolts behind it. The rest of it just pops right off. There's no screws holding it. Do be careful of your push to start. That will break very easily. I almost broke it myself. Okay, once that's done, there's 3 7mm that hold this AC control panel on, or the top of it at least. Take those out. That's just your first step, and that's your easiest step. Second step, I can already guess you know what I'm about to say. Yep, center console has to come out completely. First things first, there is a little piece of silver trim right there that goes over the shifter and controls your performance and track modes and the park brake. That right there just pops right up. And this right here, this little leather boot shifter does not have to come off at all. It's no hassle. Just kind of pull this back with your finger a little bit, make it bend, and then stick a small little rubber screwdriver or something in there and pry it right up. Not a big deal. There's the holders right there. There's 4 of them. Actually, 6 of them. There's 2 on the, or 1 on the back and 1 on the front. Pry that up. Done deal. Your shifter has to be in drive or the manual mode to get the silver piece up. Once you have that up, it's very easy. It just pops right off, by the way. You just kind of swivel this around until you get it out of the hole. Once you get that up, that is the easiest part of removing this console. Second thing is, there are 2 10mm bolts down here. You find the hole right here. There's 2 10s right there. See if I can get it. Yep, there's the hole right there. This seat has to come forward, and just push the release right here and just move the seat all the way forward. And like I said, the seat has to go forward, the bottom of it. And the 10mm right there. You don't have to remove anything else. Same thing on the other side. There's a 10 right there. Actually, there was a bolt in there. Once you get those 2 10s off, second thing is there's 2 little pieces right here On some V6s and SSs, they're all the same, they just pop right off. But and this SS in particular, and I know in probably the V6 is the same, these are plastic, very easy to get off. If yours is a 2SS or ZL1 or Z28, etc., they're leather. In my blue Camaro, they're leather. Be very careful with those. I would recommend going and getting a plastic pry tool for those. Those will, you know, what they call pleather. It will break very easily, and then you'll be very mad at yourself when you have to go spend 40 bucks at GM to go buy a brand new one. Ain't that much money, but for this little crap right here, it's not worth 40 bucks to me. But anyways, once you get those off, there is a bolt hole right here, right there, and then a bolt hole on the side right here, up front. Bolt hole there, bolt hole on the side, and that's on each side of the AC control panel. Once you get those two off, just pry the console up and then slide it back. Very easy. That's all that's holding. You got 2 10s in the back and 4 10s on the front. Be very careful with these right here because you will lose them in between the carpet. I did myself, and it took me about 5 minutes to get it out because as soon as I pried this back, it kept falling down, which is every mechanic's dream. Once you get those off, these are pretty much what hold the AC control panel. I already got it loose. But then there's one final step. Do not miss this step. There is a 7mm way down in there. Right there. Can't really get a good angle on it. Right there. There's a 7mm. If you do not take that off, you will break that trim down there, which really isn't a big deal because you got 4 massive 10s and then 3 7s sitting on top. But rather just not break it. Just remember that little bolt right there, and you're all good to go. You don't have to take these off. I was just trying to see, you know, where it was at first, how to take it off at first, but that had nothing to do with it. And once you get those done, you just got your little clips, just pulls right out. No big issue. And that's pretty much it. Just remember to take your plugs out right here so you don't break it. No, I thought I broke it, but I didn't break it. Just make sure to take your plugs off. Don't hit the airbag. Computer, do not touch this computer. If you touch this computer, make sure the plugs, actually I'm gonna make sure they're tight before I even exit the vehicle. Make sure these plugs are tight. If they are not tight, expect to take the console back off to figure out what's going on. And then these right here, you just got your 2 little holder studs right there. Slide right back in and stay stationary. Don't forget to plug those 2 plugs back in when you put your console back on. Just remember, no other pieces off the side of that console have to come off besides the 2 front pieces right here, that little plastic piece or the leather one, depending on what model you have. That's pretty much it. That's just a safe way to do it. I just realized there was no video on here, so I wanted to make one myself. I'm gonna make a separate video just for the screen and for the speedometer. I'm about to take the speedometer out, and so far it looks fairly easy. Yep, that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. Have a good one.